Here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Tucker McCann now set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Nashville. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right?
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Henry running right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run for it with Henry. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. running from the gun with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. We got 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 29, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Got this complete to Racey McMath. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. That coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be second down. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And fights through one man. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry running right through him. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 2.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I got two. Mike, three. To the left.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. You think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go. Mike, three. Yeah, let's go, Shaq.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And he
will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive? Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. it's Jackson on 4th down. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Open man is McMath. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now, because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time, one shot, keep the ball, and they went for it and got it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Tannehill. Man open. That's Chester Rogers. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.